There was definitely a point in your life where you really had a killer mentality. Man, like, so I watched interviews of you saying some shit crazy. And it's clear that there was something that changed, something that shifted.
Well,
when was that and why?
The man that you was talking about before, he didn't have any self-respect, self-love. So he said anything. His ego, his ego was just so whacked out.
But given the profession of that man at the time, it worked out pretty well.
Oh, it was perfect for the times, huh?
I mean, there's nothing more exciting when a fighter says, he wants to eat his opponent's children.
I'm going to gut you like a fish. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. I love to hit people. I love to. I think there's a lot of kids in this generation that don't know the bad man that Mike Tyson was, man. The scariest person to ever step foot in a boxing ring. Ever.
I don't know. I don't look at him like you look at him.
How do you look at him?
He's a very scared little boy. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm. Trying to prove himself, trying to show people that he's not scared, trying
to stay alive.
Do you think your opponents ever felt that? Do you think they ever sensed that?
Absolutely. But the energy of that scared little boy is so ferocious. Nothing can stop it.
Do you think there's a fighter that truly walks into that ring with absolutely no fear?
If he does, he's not going to be a good fighter.
Because fear fuels the fighter?
If you have an intellectual relationship with it. It all has to be intellectual. It has no feelings involved.
I guess it's that the old adage, like, man, what are you more afraid of? Like a wild dog in a field or a wild dog in a corner? Like that fear can push you to places and make you do things that you couldn't when your instincts kick in and you reach that primal point of...
It can make you a god.
Especially if you're doing a handful of fucking mushrooms. That's crazy. Dang. So when you were fighting back in the day, would you ever use psychedelics or anything to make you on this like enlightened...
Listen, I used to smoke a lot of weed. And I lost the Olympic trials. And I blamed it on my weed. So I stopped smoking weed in 84 all the way to like 98. And I started smoking weed again.
Do you think that time off helped?
I don't know. I just know I wasn't as happy as I am now that I started smoking. I was a mean, ruthless type of guy when I didn't have marijuana. So I switched my addiction from marijuana to sex or drinking.
It's funny how if you have that addictive personality, it'll find something. It'll find something
Even
to
if
latch
it's
onto.
something good, a positive.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
Find something to feed that energy. You gotta feed that empty hole.
Work. It could be work. It could be working out.
It probably was for him.
Yeah.
Boxing was one of the things, right? Like, did you loved boxing? I'm assuming you.
I wanted the old time fighters to respect me. That was my goal.
And they did. For sure they did. They absolutely did. They give you a ton of respect.
It's crazy how every fighter finds that fuel from different areas, Were you thinking, or do you think the majority of the reason that you were fighting was for the love of the game? Do you think it was because you had to prove yourself?
Well, I didn't want to let my mother down.
Okay. And that's powerful. Because your dad wasn't in your life, correct?
No, but he's cool, but my mother really did a lot.
Yeah. Single?
Always go to the police station and get my ass out of crazy shit. Oh, she beat my ass so bad in front of the police.
You get in a lot of trouble?
Oh, all the time. I've been arrested 40 times before I was 12.
40?
Before you were 12?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Troubled youth.
But she never turned her back on you. She was with you.
Oh, never. My mother's so humble and pride, and I'm arrogant. Oh man.
Who'd you get that? Where'd you get that from, though?
My father, probably.
Yeah.
Oh God. My mother, she's a Smith. They're proud people.
Yeah.
What kind of things can a 12-year-old do to go to
I
prison?
did burglaries.
Shoplifting, yeah.
No, shoplifting, burglaries. I wasn't in that house. I did burglaries, jostling, pickpockets, snatching jewelry, one punch knockout, going in their pocket, or strong robbery.
Yeah, because I heard at 12, you were like pretty much the same size that you are now.
Yeah. I was, yeah.
Just a grown ass man.
Everybody thought I was gonna be 7 foot, 6 foot.
So when you won the heavyweight title at age 20, you completed your goal, or just like any incredible feat that you've done. What was the feeling? Was it gratitude? Was it bliss? Was it ecstasy?
No, it was 7 years of hard training and discipline.
It's huge.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's a big moment.
It was just really disciplined. And all my life, since I met Cuss, all my life, you may see my fight. That's the end of the fight. I'm the best fighter in the world. There's no one can beat me. I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm the best fighter in the world. It was just so embedded in my mind, my heart, my feet. Since I was a kid, and I meet this guy at 13. The best fighter in the world. The best fighter since the creation of God. The best fighter this, the best. Whoa, blowing my fucking mind.
Did you have a what now moment? We talk about this sometimes. When you train so hard and you work so hard to do or complete or achieve a goal, and then you get it done. What now? Were you lost?
No, I was lost once I won the title. I was lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So after you won, where do you go? Where do you go from there?
Then I changed into this other guy where I want to really just hurt people and want to go down in legendary fashion. And I'm really conscious of my preeminence in the sport.
I think you did a good job of that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you have a moment where maybe you questioned how good you were, or you started to doubt yourself?
No, never doubt myself, but sometimes I doubt my humanity.
It's not such a bad thing. That seems pretty
reasonable to doubt it. Yeah, but you want to make sure, you want to keep that kind of thing in check. Exactly. You got boiled down for your whole life as, you just said it, the greatest boxer, greatest fighter. Was it hard for you to, first of all, did it hurt to be labeled as one thing? And how did you deprogram out of that? To become a human, I'm Mike Tyson, I'm a human. I'm not just a killer, bro. I'm not just a...
You know, in Nepal, they have this, Nepal is pretty interesting. It's so out the way, so distant. But in Nepal, they have monks and they have temples there, way in the mountains. And all of the monks have a skeleton head. And all the skeleton heads are smiling. And that's just to allow them to know that this is the end of the game. We're a joke. And that's how I look at life, that I'm a joke. The baddest man in the plague. You believe that shit? I'm a fucking joke.